Hello walkers, and welcome to Anaconda, Montana. I'm Henry, and today I will be your proxy walker, your virtual travel guide. We are on Commercial Avenue here in Anaconda. This is Friendship Park. And today I'm going to take you on an exploration. It probably won't be that exciting, but it will be pretty cool. There is a lot of history here, a lot of cool old buildings, and it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm going to try to see those mountains in the background, the snowy mountains. Those are the Pintlars, or the Anaconda Range. Pintlars, colloquially, I think is the word I'm looking for. And I got to pull something up here on my phone, so in the meantime, I'm going to tell you that it is early December. We are crossing Cedar Street here. It's 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 6 degrees Fahrenheit. No, Celsius, negative 6 degrees Celsius, sorry. I'm allowing myself to be distracted here until I get down to this thing that I want to read. Oh yeah. So it's early December. I told you the temperature. It's actually really nice out because I'm going to swing back here and let you see the sunlight on that mountain. It's 9:20 in the morning. Sunrise is about 8 o'clock this far north. And we are going to bumble around here in Anaconda. I don't know a whole lot about it. I haven't spent much time here. Been through a few times. Did do a little bit of research, which I will get to in a minute. I'm going to try something new. I've been reading this book it's called Primal Branding, and one of the things is rituals. So I want to start a little ritual, and I've sort of taken a note from Watched Walker, which is a great walking channel. That I posted a few things on my Facebook channel for this. And Watched Walker posts hidden little graphics in their videos and challenges you to find them. So I'm going to give you a secret word here sometime before the 10-minute mark. And the first person to tell me what the secret word is we'll get a shout out in not the next video I film, because I'm going to film several today, but in the first one after crossing Cherry Street here, the first one after I film, after I get that comment. So keep an ear out for the secret word. Little bit about Anaconda here. We are about 8 miles from the Continental Divide. We're headed west, kind of. This is a one-way street through Anaconda. Anaconda's got about 9,000 people. It's a mining town. History of mining, still mining, I believe, started by one of the Copper Kings from over in Butte. And had a big smelter here for mine stuff. In fact, that led it to be known as a major Superfund cleanup site. And it's still, if you dig down deep, it's not great. Tough little town though, great people here. We're going to come up here on the Smelter Brewing, which is, I haven't been in since it's been open, but I did a video project for a client in which this guy had gotten some help, grant funding, and mentoring from, I think it's Headwaters out of Dillon. That helped him get a lot of financing, and it's become, apparently, looks like they're putting up Christmas decorations here. It's become kind of an anchor business for Anaconda as they try to bring their economy back. It's kind of a hardscrabble, rough town these days. Hard to make a living everywhere in Montana, but especially here in Anaconda. And it is a beautiful building. Again, I haven't been since it's opened, but even before he opened it was beautiful and really cool interior. And I want to go grab a beer once this whole pandemic thing is over. And it certainly can't argue with the surroundings of the city. I mentioned it is a super fun site. I think that's pretty much, the cleanup is pretty much done. I'll give you a view of the outside of Smelter City. And I think I'm going to try and do 2 walks depending on timing here, in which I will go down Main, which we are crossing now. I think that's an old railroad depot down there. And I'm going to swing around and look up. Way down there is the county courthouse, Deer Lodge County. At one point, I can't remember the name of the guy who started this, the Copper King who started this, but he was petitioning for Anaconda to be the state capital when Montana got statehood in 1889, I think, 1880 something. Anywho, we are going to keep on walking down the street and then sort of turn around and make our way back. And then we will explore sort of the Main Street area and, courthouse, that kind of thing, those neighborhoods over there. That may be a separate walk depending on timing. Some cool old saddles and hides over there, animal hides, brewery antiques. I was gonna read this thing. A couple things about city walks in our process. We do, this is an exploration, so I don't always know a lot about the places I go. This is a bit of a side hustle where I don't usually do a ton of research. I try to do a little research before I go do these walks, mainly from Wikipedia. And morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Excuse me. Yeah, it's chilly, huh? I'd like to sort of take you along as I discover, but I do miss things, I make mistakes, and I do appreciate getting comments, either corrections or, corrections or clarifications, or even lately I've been getting a lot of additional information that people have been filling in the comments, so check those out. And I do appreciate it. And I appreciate it, the corrections and sort of any input on how I can make these better. So please, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, please leave me a comment, or go to my Facebook and leave me a comment, or go to the Twitter and leave me a comment. There should be links in the YouTube channel for that. If you're on Roku or Amazon.com, Amazon Fire TV, sorry. I've had some people, partnered up with some people to start some channels over there on those apps. So check those out. They're still kind of getting those dialed. But you can watch on your TV there, or you can watch on your TV via the YouTube app if you want that big screen experience. Now, one of the things that's cool about these walks is the serendipity-ness of them. And so, and one of the cool things about Montana is how wild it is still, even though we've been getting there's been a lot of articles recently about how it's becoming much less so because of all the people moving out here. But you get things like over here, there's little spike buck deer right here in town. Probably got stuck in this little fenced area. Not stuck, I mean, he just has to go out one end or the other. Well, look. Hi there. How you doing? We're just going to go say hi. Well, we don't want to bother him too much, but I'm literally 10 or 12 feet away. I'm glad he feels comfortable enough for that to happen. I think rifle season is over now in Montana, so that probably helps a lot. I find that I'm trying to read the time code to see how much time has elapsed on this walk so I don't go too short or too long. But my vision is getting to the point where I need my readers to read these little numbers on the screen. If you're interested, I'm using a GoPro 8 Black Edition, Hero Black, and a Scotty Makes Micro 2 vertical stabilizer. And I think what I need more counterweight to really get the benefit of the vertical stabilization on this. I think it's made for a little bit heavier hardware, but it does help me keep it level for the most part. And a little backup battery for just to make sure I don't run out of battery on this cold winter December day. And I say cold, but honestly, if you're dressed for it, there's no wind, so it's actually really nice. A beautiful morning. We're coming up on Elm Street. Off to the right is the fire department. Bunch of train cars over there. I saw when I was driving into town, I did a kind of a loop to explore and get an idea of where I might want to walk. And I saw a nicer buck, or a bigger buck, in here, I think it was, right next to the road. I just love the sunlight on those mountains. And a lot of, as a mining town, the miners did all right, I guess, but a lot of these little bungalow type houses, which I think were common at that time. I mean, some of these are probably 400 or 500 square feet, if that. Kind of a reach back, kind of a hearkening back to a different time. Coming up on Pine Street, and I am actually going to have to sort of put a break in the video here. We'll keep going for we're not even halfway through, but I allowed my boots to come untied, and I don't want to walk around for too long with those laces out there, so just a sec. And through the magic of filmmaking, we are back. My shoes are tied. Everything is lovely and safe now. Have a neat old truck over there. This, I guess, is Route 1. It will go up into the mountains there. There's actually a really nice groomed cross-country ski area up that way that we've skied. and there's a lot of great ski areas around. I think either this or maybe a little bit further up at Deer Lodge is a route that circles around through the Pintlar Mountains called the Pintlar Scenic Loop. And it's a popular biking destination as well as a very nice scenic drive if you're ever in the area. Coming up on Walnut Street here, you can see these folks have their Christmas decorations out. Just a quick moment to say thank you to all you guys for watching these videos, for giving me your feedback and subscribing and sharing with your friends. I know it's kind of a tough time with more lockdowns coming and more quarantining and just the general rough nature of 2020. And I know the holidays, we call them the holidays here, I guess depending, it's a religious holiday, so it depends on your religion. But they can be a tough time. So I like to say, or I've been trying to say, hang in there. You know, this too shall pass, and it's just a phase. So for most of us. So please hang in there and reach out to friends and family who might need just to talk to somebody for the sense of connection, and take care of each other. We'll all get through this. Love these kind of neat little old houses. Up ahead in this gray building, I believe is part of the mining company, which is I think owned by Arco now. And that's interesting. This is the Butte, Anaconda, and Pacific Railway. So maybe that's not the mining company. Again, I do make mistakes. Might get a dog bark here in this little yard. Look at those mountains. Absolutely beautiful. You can sort of see the frost on this roof ahead, this garage roof, or roof, depending on your pronunciations. Oh, I was going to say the secret word, and I didn't say the secret word. Oh my gosh, the secret word is smelter. I got so distracted by my boots and the beautiful morning, I forgot. So smelter is the secret word. If you're still around, let me know that in the comments. The first one that I see in the comments, I'll give you a shout out. Or I'll try to give you a shout out. Let's be honest, sometimes I'm forgetful. But we're going to try doing that as our little ritual. And as I want to cross here, but anyway, we are now on Park Avenue, heading kind of east. And a coal roller coming. I was gently chided by a viewer for jaywalking on a recent video, or maybe it wasn't. Anyway, a recent comment, and I appreciate their concern for that. But sometimes a cautious violation of the rules is in order. I gotta tell you, I'm glad I laced my boots up. I got these boots last year. This is not a sponsored post or anything. I just want to share this. I got these boots last year in Budapest, Hungary. When about a year ago, actually, we arrived in Budapest right about this time, I think December 4th. And I needed some winter boots. And we went to this, they have a store over there called Decathlon, which I think is a French chain. But anyway, they have kind of discount sporting goods. And I got these boots. I think they were the equivalent of about $70 US. They're insulated winter boots, and I love them. They're a lot of synthetic stuff, but man, they fit well. They're warm. They have great traction, and they seem to be lasting. I wore them for about 6 months after I got them straight, just because that's how long our winter was. And I've got them on again this year, and I am stoked. So much so that I looked up whether I could get them in the States, and it turns out you can. You can buy them online from Decathlon, which has a U.S. branch, I guess is what you would call it. We're coming up on 3rd Street. We're on Walnut, and we're just going to wend our way a little bit through this neighborhood and then back to park. Anyway, love these boots, and I've been thinking about getting another pair, just for when these eventually run out, knowing that I can get another pair, have another pair would be awesome. My last video was up at Highlight Reservoir, walking along in the snowy trail next to the frozen reservoir through the trees. Let me know if you like those kind of things. I know there is a disparate audience on this channel, which I appreciate all of you, but I like to get an idea of what people are enjoying and what I might be able to do more of. Certainly the travel side is a little tougher these days with the virus situation. There's 4th, and we are going to make a left. So I'm looking for other things that people would like to see. I'm also going to try out a couple videos on maybe cross-country skiing and possibly fat tire biking. That's a little less likely. I think I also have the live streaming possibly figured out after many false attempts and failed attempts. I think I might be getting ready to do that. Oh, kitty almost got squished up there, but it made it across. So anyway, let me know about that via social or YouTube comments. I have to get in the habit of specifying that's where to comment with the Roku and the Amazon channels. And let me know if you're using those Roku channels or the Amazon channels. I know you can definitely use the YouTube app on those services, which might be preferable or maybe not. Anyway, that's all valuable. One of the interesting things about the little houses here is how, these not so much, but although that's pink, it's how unique they are, and sort of, I suspect a lot of them were built by the original owner, by the miners themselves. These maybe were or were not. They look like they were done to plan. You can see the tower, the smelter smokestack, off in the distance up there. a remnant of a dirtier industrial time. Oh, I was going to cut back here. That's right. We're going to cut back to Park. And we are, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we are about 30 minutes from Butte, I would say, if that. And which I have done a few walks, and I will probably do some more walks in the future. We're going to make a left on Elm here. And we are, I think, an hour or so from Missoula. And we are like 10 minutes from Deer Lodge, which I posted last week. I think it was last week. And all along the I-90 corridor, but also we are near, between here and Butte is Fairmont Hot Springs, which is sort of a resorty type hot springs. They have a sweet 1950s, 1960s vibe to it, but it's really nice. Pretty high-end stuff, great rooms, nice restaurant, little diner. I haven't been in a few years. Great pool. They have a massive indoor pool and a big outdoor pool as well, and a big water slide, which is absolutely fantastic for letting the kids run up the stairs, well, walk safely up the stairs, and slide back down. They it just really tires them out, and it's great. All the while you can sit by the pool drinking a nice beer or a nice cocktail and relaxing. They also have a campground nearby and a golf course and a lot of other outdoor recreation areas, so it's a great place to go for a weekend. Again, not sponsored, just some local personal knowledge that I wanted to share with you. That's another question I would pose to the viewership here is if I were to go out and find somebody willing to sponsor these videos, would that bother you too much? You know, do a quick mention in the beginning and a comments in the, maybe something in the comments section, not the comments section, the description. These are some cool old Victorian homes. I like those. Anyway, just throw that out there. Or even better, if you're someone who wants to sponsor these videos, that would be pretty cool too. Let me know. Let me get another image of this beautiful old home. That old brick home. Coming up on Locust Street. We We are on 3rd, and I thought we were on Park. These are the types of silly mistakes that I am prone to make. It seemed like such a big, wide street. Here, look. Doesn't that seem like a major street to you? It certainly did to me. My apologies. I don't think we missed too much, but maybe we will loop back up a little bit and see what we may have missed. Definitely we'll look back up that way. Here is someone who has definitely strong opinions about certain things. Mainly gun ownership. Okay, here's Park Street. I got so busy yakking that I did not pay attention. We saw some homes, not too much. We'll continue on down eastward, I believe, on Park. The Anaconda liquor store and hardware Hank store. This next street will be Hickory Street, and then I believe will be Main. Old apartment building. Oh, and the Marcus Daly Motel. I feel like that's a significant name, but in the Wikipedia article, which I will post in the YouTube description, there are, I found a new section that seems to be in most of these for the towns, which is notable people and popular culture, in this case, film credits. A lot of films have either taken place here or been set here, and there's a large list of notable people who I would say the vast majority of whom I had never heard of. One exception was Lucille Ball lived here briefly as a child. So I guess you take what you can get in terms of claims to fame. So this is sort of a main section, and I mentioned I drove around earlier exploring a little bit to see where I wanted to walk. It's a pretty cool old building with Edward Jones and the 406 Bistro, but I hadn't ever gone up Main Street that I remembered, and it was pretty cool to go up there. So we're gonna do that area on our next walk, I think. I'm going to cross over here again against the light. Don't tell on me. We're going to go up this direction on Main, so north, just because I like these old buildings. Again, Smelter City Brewing. And you can see just from the ironwork on the outside what a cool place it is. And maybe I'm overselling this, but I'm really intrigued by it. And the story of how this one guy wanted to start a brewery, and he was the community kind of rallied around. It's an anchor now, an economic anchor for the downtown area and the community, and a gathering spot. And looks like it's got an awesome outdoor area, taco stand, as well as the inside. And the upstairs, which I don't think he has redone yet, was pretty cool too. He gave sort of a tour, and then we did an interview and put him in this promotional video we did. The Harp Pub. Oh, and I think my favorite part about that was there was this dog that came in and just laid down on the floor. We were in the brewery part where the vats are. The dog just walked in, and he was like, yeah, I don't even really know who she belongs to, but she just comes by and hangs out. That is awesome. Love small towns. Torgerson Brothers. That looks pretty cool. Like an old garage, maybe, an old automotive place. And then we are coming up here on the old railroad depot. Looks like it's a hardware center now, building center. There's an empty lot over here if you're interested in commercial property in Anaconda, Montana. Morning. Did I mention it's pretty dry here? Dry area in the summer, at least. There's snow on the ground now. We've had a couple storms roll through, but it's kind of not scrubby quite, but junipery, rocky, sandy topography and ecology. Oh, somebody's trying to get through here. Go to the water department. Coming up on Pennsylvania Avenue. And I wish there was a way to take if we were live streaming I could, but take a vote of which direction to go here. I think we'll go left. The light's a little bit better in that direction. You get a great view of the mountains from this side of the tracks. Definitely less development over here. The town section is a lot thinner. I believe there's a creek that runs through town, and I can't pull up my maps to find it. Let me see, I'll try again. And it's right over there at the base of that hill. And that's not the right one. That's the one. Ooh, I can pull it. Warm Springs Creek. Look at that. That's like a mobile home they've made into 2 stories. I don't know if that's brick at the base or if it's just styrofoam blocks. Anyway, there is no end to people's creativity. All right, we are coming up on the Community Hospital of Anaconda, sort of single-story building over here. But the real reason I'm over here is this beautiful view of the mountains with the beautiful light shining down on them. Absolutely gorgeous to my mind. Hope you think so too. And I think I'm going to end up this walk here, and I will take a short break and I will do another walk downtown up towards the city, the county seat, the courthouse, that sort of thing. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this section. I hope you'll join me for part 2 in a couple days, which will be launched in a couple days. And remember to hang in there and to comment on this channel, as well as subscribe and click that bell and like and all that fun YouTube stuff if you're on YouTube. Share with your friends, that's another one. And don't forget about that secret word I mentioned a little late, but I'll try to remember to give you a shout out. You guys take care. We'll see you soon. In the meantime, keep on stepping.